Hello, my name is Zian, and today I'm going to show you how I record my video game consoles with the primary capture card I've been using since day one. Now, before I start this, I'm making this video under the assumption that most of you are recording off of a laptop. You can use a desktop, but your desktop will have to be right next to you when recording using an external capture card. Although there is an option that you can use an internal capture card, but most products such as that prioritize HDMI or DisplayPort. This external capture card that I'm using uses inputs so that I could record old video games off of a CRT. So without further ado, let's get started. So the primary capture card I've been using since day one is the Hauppauge HD PVR 2 from, well, Hauppauge. I've got this ever since 2013 on Black Friday with the help of my brother. So yeah, ever since I bought this, I immediately started working on this and see what I can make from it. And to this day, yeah, this has been my sole capture card. So yeah, so whenever you buy this capture card, it does come with quite a few things. So when you buy this capture card, you should expect to have a power supply as well, a very long USB cable, an HDMI cable, an IR blaster that I've never used once, and component video and stereo audio inputs with a lock connector. And of course, the capture card itself, which this is what the overall look of it is. And on the back side, you'll see an input for your power supply, the input for your USB cable, the input for your component cables, inputs for your optical audio, an input for HDMI, an input for your IR blaster, which is right there, and an HDMI output that you plug into your TV. So now, let's go ahead and test this thing out. Alright, here I am on my desktop, and I'm going to show some footage of how my capture card works. And as you can see, when you plug the capture card in for the first time, the blue light blinks. So let's go ahead and plug this in. And as you can see, the blinking has stopped, which means it's ready for usage. So let's go ahead and open up this program called Hauppauge Capture. And it's waiting for an S-video signal, which I'll explain in just a second. Alright, once you see footage right here, I could just put it right there. Or, since I'm demonstrating it, I might as well put it in the center. And this is pretty much what Hauppauge Capture looks like. The software that it did come with when you first buy it, ArcSoft, does work, but later on it'll tell you that it's recommended that you update the software, which this is kind of the updated software. They released the latest version back in December, so I probably might update that in just a few days. But yeah, as you can see, there's the record button if you want to, well, when you want to record. And you can actually give the video file a name, so something such as that. And I mainly just do MP4 video. And as for video inputs, you can do from HDMI to component, S-video, and composite. Now you're probably thinking, wait a minute, what S-video option are you even talking about here? Fun fact, when buying this, it only comes with the component input cables by default. You have to buy the S-video inputs separately. Now, I remember buying this on eBay. I didn't realize this, but to this day, you can actually get a pair of these on the official website. You go to the Hauppauge website and go to Web Store, highlight Accessories, and here they are. And there you go. So we are back to S-Video. And since I selected that, it's going to cycle through this one more time until it does that again. And for AVN, I just leave that by default. And one more thing about the video in. At one point, it gave me two options for HDMI. As far as I know, the majority of my game consoles that output HDMI use the exact same option. The only other console I can think of that needs the other option is PlayStation 3 because of the copy protection that that console has. So yeah, And let's see. As for all this, I just leave these by default. I don't use this at all. For video quality, this is the low high right here. So I just leave it right there and make sure it's on constant. As for editing, I don't use the edit option. Ignore this title. I was working on something a few days ago. So for YouTube, nothing. I don't use Streamies as my streaming software since I'm using Streamlabs. And settings, yeah, I put my video recordings into my secondary storage device, and I just leave these on by default, and that's pretty much it. As for advanced, again, I just leave all these by default until I get to video encoder. There are some times where I'll record a game that is 480p, but it's full screen, and for some reason that defaults the game to 16:9, so I have to force it to 4:3 just to make sure it looks good, and then you press OK when that happens. And since I don't have anything to work on in regards to 480p yet, I'll just leave it there by default. I leave these on by default because if you change these settings, whatever's displayed on your TV, that will also be changed too. So encoders, audio encoder, I just leave this on high. I don't know why, it just makes the most sense. I leave these by default. No face cam whatsoever. I haven't faced cam since Odin Sphere. Line and preference is default. No microphone because I'm using Audacity for that. Whoops. So cancel that. And let's actually do a demonstration here. Whoops. Let's go ahead and unpause and actually unmute this. That way you can hear the game. Just as a test preview. I always know that the audio is played, so there's nothing to worry about here, so I leave this mute, and let's actually do an example recording. Let's just record at least maybe 20 seconds of this. And there we go. So let's go ahead and move and talk with the Moogle a little bit. Yeah, the TV is right back behind me from the perspective you're looking at, so this is kind of hard. Alright, 20 seconds. That's it. Alright, and when that's done, the video should be right here. And since I use VLC Player, this might take a while to start up, but let's go ahead and watch the recording here. If this hurries up. Alright, and you've noticed that there's no audio at the end of it. Whenever I get done recording, after I say, I'll see you in the next episode, I pretty much record 20 seconds of silence before I hit the stop button. Oh, and I probably should have mentioned, when your capture card's on standby, as you can see, the light is green on my capture card. And when you hit record, the line in between the capture card is solid blue. There will be instances, this is very rarely nowadays, but if ever there's a recording failure, then the light indicator on my capture card will be red. It hasn't happened to me yet, but I remember it happening to me early in my Let's Playing venture a long time ago. But yeah, this is pretty much how I record my Let's Plays. It's got all the options I need, whether it be HDMI, components, as video composite, as I've mentioned before. So yeah, You're probably thinking, where on earth can I get this capture card? Well, good news for you. The Hauppauge website actually, they're actually selling this product to this very day. And it's actually $50 cheaper than when I got it the first time. And I think I might know why. It uses a different input for AVN, and it uses a micro USB plug, which, if you're not careful, that could break easily. Thankfully, you can get a different set of cable inputs for your device if you go to the web store accessories tab, and there you go, the DIN styles. So yeah, that's pretty much how I record video games nowadays using the Hauppauge HD PVR 2. Now I would ask if you want to see how my other capture cards work as well, but that might be difficult. It's been years since I've worked on the Roxio Game Capture HD Pro. I've only used the Blackmagic Intensity Shuttle once, and I have never used the Dazzle DVD recorder. So if you want to see how any of those work, I'll definitely dive into some deep research on how they all work, and I'll probably keep you up to date. But as always, if you liked this video, thank you for watching. As always, do what you must, it'll really help me out a lot. And as always, I will see you in the next video where I do something like this again. Look forward to my new episodes of the current Let's Play I'm playing, which at the time of this recording is Final Fantasy IX. So, my name is Ian. Take care of yourself out there. I'll see you again soon. Bye.